The little seed that refused to give up. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village surrounded by green hills and sparkling rivers, there lived a curious little boy named Leo. Leo loved exploring nature. Every morning, he would walk through fields, climb small hills, and watch birds build their nests. But there was one thing that made Leo sad. At the edge of the village stood a large, empty piece of land. Years ago, it had been full of beautiful trees, colorful flowers, and singing birds. Now it was dry, cracked, and lifeless. The villagers believed nothing could ever grow there again. One sunny afternoon, while walking home, Leo noticed a tiny seed lying on the dusty ground. The seed was so small that anyone else would have walked past it without noticing. But Leo picked it up carefully and smiled. "I'm going to plant you," he whispered. "Maybe one day you'll become a great tree." As Leo planted the seed, he heard laughter behind him. "Why are you wasting your time?" one boy asked. "Nothing grows here," another child laughed. Even some adults shook their heads. "That land is hopeless," they said. Leo felt embarrassed for a moment, but he looked at the little seed and quietly replied, "Every giant tree was once a tiny seed." The next morning, Leo returned with a bucket of water. He poured a little water onto the soil. Nothing happened. The second day, he came back again. Still nothing. A week passed. 2 weeks passed. The ground looked exactly the same. Many people told Leo to stop trying. "You'll never succeed. You're wasting your energy. Give up." Leo felt discouraged, but every evening he remembered something his grandmother used to say: "Success belongs to those who keep going long after others have quit." So Leo continued. He watered the soil every day. He removed little stones. He protected the area from wandering animals. He never missed a single day. One morning, after many weeks, Leo noticed something tiny poking through the ground. A little green sprout. His heart filled with excitement. "It worked," he shouted. The tiny plant was still very weak. Strong winds bent it. Heavy rain almost washed it away. Hot sunshine made its leaves droop. But every challenge made its roots grow deeper. Leo cared for the little plant with patience. Months passed. The sprout became a young tree. Its branches stretched toward the sky. Its leaves became bright green. Birds began building nests among its branches. Butterflies returned. Soon, the shade from the tree made the soil cooler. Small plants began growing nearby, and flowers appeared. Bees arrived to collect nectar. The once empty land slowly came back to life. The villagers were amazed. "How did this happen?" they asked. Leo smiled. It all started with one little seed and the decision not to give up. Inspired by Leo's determination, the villagers joined him. Some planted fruit trees. Others planted flowers. Children watered the new plants after school. Families cleaned the land together. Year after year, the empty field transformed into the most beautiful park in the region. People traveled from nearby towns just to see it. Children played under the trees. Birds sang every morning. Families gathered for picnics. The village became famous for its beautiful green landscape. One day, a young girl visited Leo. She asked, "Were you never afraid of failing?" Leo smiled warmly. "Of course I was." "Then why didn't you quit?" Leo pointed toward the enormous tree that had grown from the tiny seed. "If I had quit before the seed grew, I would have missed this beautiful forest." The little girl looked around at all the trees, flowers, birds, and happy families. She finally understood. Sometimes success doesn't come tomorrow. Sometimes it doesn't come next week. Sometimes it takes months or even years. But every small effort matters. Every kind action matters. Every lesson learned matters. Every time you choose to keep trying, you become stronger. Years later, children in the village still told the story of Leo and the little seed. Whenever someone wanted to give up on learning, practicing, or chasing a dream, they would remember the tiny seed that refused to give up. And they would say, "Great things often begin very small." Moral of the story: never give up just because you don't see results immediately. Small actions, repeated every day, can create amazing changes. Patience and hard work always grows stronger than fear and doubt. Believe in yourself, even when others don't point, one person with determination can inspire an entire community. Remember, just like a tiny seed grows into a mighty tree, your dreams can grow into something amazing if you care for them with patience, courage, and perseverance.